renewables. Surely we're now getting to a level of hysteria that we won't have terminals, whether they're fracked gas is another matter, to have liquid natural gas terminals is just sensible.
Well, fracked gas isn't another matter. Fracked gas is the matter, because this project, the liquefied natural gas project to be floated on gas hubs in the Shannon estuary, is actually listed on the projects of common interest by the company who've made the application, New Fortress Energy. And we have it from the horse's mouth, from New Fortress Energy themselves. They only export fracked gas. They don't deal in other gas. And Mark Fuffalo and Professor Howarth from New York University, is one of the leading scientists on gas as a transitional fuel in the country, the professor gave evidence to the committee that Hilda chairs to say that fracked gas is the most dangerous type of fossil fuel. Number one, because the methane leakage is 87 times more powerful at trapping the Earth's energy and heat than CO2 is. Reverse that and you remove methane from the atmosphere and it has the reverse effect. This is fracked gas, make no mistake about it. There is only fracked gas being exported.
For example, we have Corrib gas, we have a huge quantity from the interconnector coming from the UK. You don't have a problem with gas per se, you have just a problem with fracked gas. Is that your position?
My position is the one that the scientists give us. And by the way, you quoted Professor John Fitzgerald and the Climate Advisory Council. He's not a scientist. 10 members of the Climate Advisory Councils are not scientists. They're economists. They're people with, a professional and an academic.
The Climate Change Advisory Council? That's a very serious accusation here.
I'm telling you the truth. They are not scientists, they're economists.
Well, in fairness, you're not a scientist or an economist.
No, but I accept the science. I accept the science and I listen to scientists. And I've listened to
are you against
to
all
gas? I'm saying that we have to get off all fossil fuels. We have to get off all fossil fuels.
Let's wind this up.
This business about... Hilda, I didn't interrupt you. About lights being on and the wind doesn't blow and the sun doesn't shine is just unacceptable. We have 15 more years of Corrib. That brings us up to 2035. We have 2 connectors at Moffat. We have guarantees, even under Brexit, from both the Energy Commission in Britain and our own board, Gash, that there'll be no interruption from the connectors at Moffat. And they are bringing us on natural gas.
David, I want to bring you in.
There's absolutely no need for this LNG terminal. Instead of that, the Shannon estuary should be used to locate a massive field of renewable wind energy and solar energy. It's ideal for the wind off the west coast.
David, is there not a degree of hypocrisy?
Let's leave it. Look, first of all, before we finish this, I really want to thank Mark Fuffalo and Julia Walsh, two really fine environmental activists. This is about fracked gas. This is the subject. We banned fracking here in this country because it does kill and it destroys the water table and destroys the environment. We're being asked by our brothers and sisters in the US not to import it. Now, put that on the record. The company New Fortress Energy have told us it's fracked gas. They're not exporting anything else.
Said that that's not the case.
The question of the job creation in renewables, the government are not doing it.
We are doing it. There's a plan there that you were part of.
Has to be passed. There's a piece of legislation on offshore wind production has to be passed. We haven't even seen the heads of bill yet. And we're nearly coming to the end of term of this government. And I put a motion to this Joint Action Climate Committee to say let the state create its own renewable industry, not for profit, and give thousands of jobs to people generating through wind, wave and sun a new type of energy for this country. It would create jobs. This isn't bad news. This could be good news if we look at the alternatives.
Matt, I'm not saying
I really do think
it's all in the plan.
Mark Fuffalo has written to the Taoiseach and to Minister Bruton and has invited them out to Pennsylvania to see the damage that's been done. I'm going out to Pennsylvania to see the damage. And I'd really encourage them to make that trip.
Tomorrow there's a big conference.
If we really want to look at the future and where the jobs are, offshore energy, renewables, anaerobic digestion, we need to be absolutely transforming.
We
are doing it.
You aren't doing it. You haven't even got the legislation to build the offshore
You're not
infrastructure.
coming up with any solutions. You're